Today, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans,
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Jameis going to look to throw right away. He's got Smith here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Jet sweep. Here's Olave. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jameis to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by the 6-year quarterback out of the University of North Carolina, Mitch Trubisky.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Flush to his right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Panthers had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they've gone a full. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Elliott. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Winston now to throw on first down. Olave over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trubisky's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So it's all down to this, week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through a bit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Taysom Hill, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle they go. Washington. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And Winston lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9. Winston dancing to his left. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Kenneth Murray. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu. Back back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault from 6 yards away.
And the Panthers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wipe it as he's down at the 27.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
97 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Trubisky. He has it complete to Christian Watson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moore, the man in motion. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Buying time to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football, but fortunately a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A give to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Play fake. Winston. He juked him.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Finding Washington. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
From just shy of midfield, Winston.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Panthers,
They finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
It's a tough loss to take.